Hey guys, it's Pops Reviews, and have a little bit of a review video here that I'm going to do here. As you can see, this is on Zombicide. You're going to see by the title what this really is, but I wanted to show you guys a game that I've had for a very, very long time. So as you can see, I have the first Zombicide on the left here. This was the original Zombicide game. I have all the stuff that came with it. Like I did not back the first Kickstarter that it originally came in, but I have a lot of all the expansions like the Toxic City, Prison Outbreak, Rue Morgue, Angry Neighbors, and all the little expansions, the dogs, the extra survivors. I have a whole lot of stuff for that game. And then on the right here is Zombicide Black Plague. So I had backed that Kickstarter as well as the Green Horde Kickstarter and got a majority of everything that came with those Kickstarters. The only thing I didn't get from the Zombicide Black Plague were like all the plastic token stuff and the Ultimate Survivors, but everything else from pretty much Green Horde and Black Plague I backed. I had got everything. So as you can see, I have a lot of Zombicide in my life. I have a lot of expansions for both games to last me a lifetime. So, and there's been other iterations of Zombicide that have come out, such as Zombicide Invader in space. So the cool thing about Zombicides is they have these different themes. So obviously the left is more, the original was more of a modern day, fighting the zombies. The right is more of the medieval times, Black Plague. Sorry for the glare. If you can hopefully see art with these boxes here, and and then they came out with a Zombicide Invader, which you're fighting alien type things. Then they came out with Zombicide Second Edition, so that's also modern day. It was an update to this first edition box here, where you could upgrade it and have different survivors and abominations, all that kind of stuff. So they upgraded it, and then there came out Zombicide Undead or Alive, which is a Western theme. So that just is recently coming out and is just getting into people backers' hands that are on Kickstarter. So, and then there's a Night of the Living Dead, which is a Zombicide theme-ish type game, but not exactly a Zombicide game, but it has the theme of Zombicide is compatible with it. So they have all those Zombicide games, but again, I just had these two. I've played the second edition. I've played second edition for a little bit, not a lot. Um, so I have a lot of Zombicide in my life, and that's what I'm trying to get at here. But there's a new sheriff in town that I have just gotten back in October, and that is Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance, the Zombicide game. So I just purchased this game back in October. This is the retail version of the what was on Kickstarter. Marvel Zombies was on Kickstarter. So that's more of a deluxe version on Kickstarter. This is the retail version that I purchased off Amazon for $35, Amazon.com. And I live in Canada, so to purchase it off Amazon.com is actually a reasonable price at $35, as opposed to buying it through Amazon.ca, which is going to be close to $90 to $100. It might have gone down a little bit by now, but back then it was selling for over 120. So I bought it from Amazon.com, and to me already, playing this game, Marvel Zombies, and having both the modern day, the first version, and all the expansions, and Black Plague, the medieval, Zombicide, and all that expansions, Green Horde, just in this box here, to me, is already the better game out of all these Zombicides. So let me explain. Let me show off the game a little bit, and then I'll talk about some of the missions, give it a little review, and maybe why I think also if you are a backer of the Kickstarter for Marvel Zombies and um, you didn't pick up this game, maybe it might be in your best interest to pick up this game actually. So I'm going to go into a little further review, and you guys could take a look to see what this game looks like. And also, I have all the guys painted, so that's another feature of this game. So let me break open the box, kind of show you how it kind of plays a little bit. Okay, so this is the setup that you would have for Marvel Zombies here. Like, this would be a mission. This is actually the second mission in the rule book. And so each mission is different, where you might have to get certain objectives on the board. And then for this one, the heroes would have to get, there's a blue objective over in this corner here, and then there is a green objective over here. So once they get those two objectives, then they could try and exit out this way here. So that would be one mission. There's, like I said, 9 to 10 missions already for this particular expansion or iteration of Marvel Zombies. So you can only be 4 heroes. So what comes with this game, you're going to get these 4 game tiles that are double-sided to make up your maps. So the rulebook will tell you how to organize the map. And let me show you what the rulebook looks like here. So you're going to have the rulebook here. Okay. So you got the rulebook. It's only, I think 19 pages, I believe. At the back of it, you're going to get a round summary of how the game plays. So that's really helpful to get you going if you're a beginner. It shows you the everything what you need to know, and then the target priority for the when you're killing the zombies and that. And then you're going to have, like I said, the different missions at the back of the book here. So they show 8. You're going to have an introduction mission that makes 9. And then you also will have, there's an extra download mission actually off the Come On Cool Mini or Not website. So I guess I should give credit here. This game is a Cool Mini or Not. It's a CMON game, Cool Mini or Not, that's what it stands for, in collaboration with Spin Masters, because Spin Masters are the guys that have the Marvel license. So Cool Mini and Spin Masters have teamed up, so Cool Mini could get the Marvel license. And then there was, like I said, there was a Kickstarter of this game. That's really expensive, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's an expensive game, but you're gonna get a lot with this game, and you're getting, of course, the Marvel license with it. Let's give credit to the game designers Micah Chanel, Fabio Curry, and from the original design by Guiton, Lulien, and Raoult, and the art by Marco Cicchetto. He's I think one of the top artists on Marvel right now, going on right now in the Marvel world. So wonderful box art here that you're seeing all these guys, right? So you got Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Cap, Black Panther, Spider-Man, and of course Hulk. So that is the game cover. And then again, the rule book here, it's a very thin rule book. This is actually one of the thinner rule books I have seen for a Zombicide game. And it's pretty cool, guys, that you can get this going right away. Everything in here is straightforward and illustrated, and it is actually I think a really good rule book. There's not too many things that you have to really really question about too much on, like, go on the Board Game Geek and ask questions. Like, there's only some minor things, but and as you can see here, is like an intro mission here. So I'll let you guys go over this here, but again, being an old school Zombicide player, there are some good differences, and why I wanted to get this game, try this game out for retail, the retail game, and if I liked it, then I was going to pick up this game, all the expansions in that for this game. What you get with this game, so you're going to get these 4 double-sided boards here that make up the different missions, and you're also going to have a turn dial for your experience points. So you have to put this together. Now this is actually, it's a nice cardboard stock here, and it just spins around for your experience points for when you kill the zombies, or when you grab the crates like this here, this green crate. They'll give you experience points, so you're going to track that on this tracker. When you get the Kickstarter, you're going to get a tray I'm going to show you a tray here from Black Plague. So this is like the Black Plague tray. Now what you're going to see here is that it has the tracker here that I was showing you. It's going to be on the tray for your Kickstarter, and then you're going to have a slots to hold weapons. Or in this case, it's not going to be holding weapons. The tray for the Marvel is going to have your character card will go into something like this here in the middle, and then you'll have a slot for if you rescue any bystanders, and then there'll be 2 slots that will be able to hold your traits when you receive them in the game. So, and there's so much with this game, guys. I'm super excited for this game. But so yeah, so you're gonna have your experience here. So how this game plays? It's a really cool game, guys. If you never played a Zombicide game, I realize sometimes people, this game has been around for quite a long time, so it's easy to think that everyone knows about Zombicide, but actually there's a lot of people who don't know what Zombicide is out there. This game is a great starting point if you ever wanted to get into it, because one, it's the most recent Zombicide, and if you're a superhero fan, the superhero theme in this, it's Marvel. They're licensed minis here. And it's the most streamlined of all the Zombicide games. So I'll take you through what a turn would look like here. So you're gonna pick a character here. So you could control. This does play solo or 1 to 4 players here, and you're gonna pick 4 characters here. So we're gonna say, one of us takes good old Spidey here. So you're gonna get your character card, and on your character card, it's gonna show you. How many wounds your guy is going to be able to take. So he's going to be able to take 3. He has 3 health points, and then if he gets a 0, then he's done. Then there's going to be this new mechanic that's in this game that is called power. So each round you're going to be increasing your power. Actually, I should put the tabs on here so you could see how this actually works. Okay, so you're going to get tabs like this here to track your power and your life points. There is there's 4 different ones here that come in a little bag like this. There's green, blue, red, and yellow. So you'll be able to distribute that. There's also base clips here as well. So there's going to be these base clips here, because these guys, they do come unpainted, guys. I painted my guys, so obviously you know who Spider-Man, Hulk, Vision, and Winter Soldier are on the board because I painted them. But if they come unpainted, so then what you do is, you pick your hero like Spider-Man here, and then you have the yellow clips on, so you give him the yellow base that would clip on the bottom of the figure, and then that, then you're able to recognize that, oh, that's Spider-Man there because he has the yellow. They come unpainted, guys. There's there's 10 figures in this game. There's 6 heroes, and there's 4 zombie heroes, 6 superheroes, 4 zombie superheroes, and you're going to be fighting against zombies. That's this version of the game here, which is essentially like the traditional Zombicide, where the heroes are fighting the zombies. So so you're going to pick your character. So again, this is a 1 to 4 player game. So each if you have 4 players, each guy takes a character, or you can play it solo and control all 4. So you're gonna have like I said, you're gonna have Spider-Man. So this is your power. So you're gonna, at the start of a round, you're gonna increase your power by 1, and then this here is showing what Spider-Man is able to do with his attack. So this shows that his attack is a 0 range attack. So he has to be in the same zone here to make an attack. He rolls 3 dice. So you're gonna get dice like these here. Pretty cool. Like, they have the little teeth marks, and then they have like little blood splatter to kind of to give the theme here. So the teeth marks are the 1, and then you have yours 6. So Spider-Man would roll 3 dice and needs a 4+ to hit. So if there was a zombie in the zone here, let's say, and Spider-Man was to make an attack, so he would roll 3 dice on his attack, and then you roll the dice there. So now he got a 4, 5, 4, so that's more than enough to kill this zombie, because he just needs 1 of these to hit. So in this game, the dice are your damage. Okay, so in previous Zombicides, you would get a weapon card, something that looks like this, and it would show you that, if you could see this here, sorry. There you go. So this short sword from Black Plague would show you that you need, it works in a 0 range, needing 1 dice, 4+, and it does 1 damage. So that's the short sword. You'd be rolling 1 dice. This one here, a hammer, shows the same 0 range, 1 dice, 4+, and kills like a walker or a runner or a fatty in the Black Plague games. So a 2 damage weapon was able to kill a fatty. But in this game, Spider-Man is essentially your weapon. You don't have weapons in this game. Spider-Man is essentially the weapon, and whatever dice you roll, you will put that towards killing whichever zombie. So if, let's say, there was a brute here in the zone, and Spider-Man, because this brute actually takes 2 damage to kill. So with this roll, Spider-Man would have to kill the brute first because of target priority. So he would kill the brute with these 2 dice. You know, as long as he makes successes, he would be able to kill the brute, and then this leftover dice would be able to kill the walker. So he would get 2 experience points, and then you would track that on your tracker like this. So he would get 2 experience points. So the thing with Zombicide, your guys start off with everyone starts off with like a blue skill. So for Spider-Man in this case, he has Heroic Rescue. So this is his starting ability. So once during your turn, you may spend 1 power, which is over this thing over here. You would move it down, let's say if you were spending it, to move 1 bystander or 1 superhero from an adjacent zone into your zone. So if one of these guys were in trouble with some zombies here, Spider-Man would be able to spend his power and pull Winter Soldier back into the zone with him if he wanted to. So that's his skill. And then when you get to yellow, so in Zombicide, the more zombies you kill, then you're able to level up and get more actions. So the yellow would give you a bonus action, because you get 3 actions in this game. So then he would move into getting a +1 action in yellow. And then if he killed all the way up to 19 zombies, then he'd be able to activate his orange skill, which would be his web shooters. And if he killed 43 zombies, then he'd be able to get into his red skill, Spidey Sense. So it's very cool. The more zombies you kill, the more that you're able to activate your other abilities. But the only thing is that when it's time to spawn cards, when it's time to spawn the enemy cards, they also, you could see, are color coordinated. So if you're in the blue level, if everyone's in the blue level, then you would spawn a brute. They don't call them fatties in this game anymore. They call them brutes. So you have your walkers, your runners. I'll show you in this game as well. There's no miniatures for the zombies, and in the other boxes that I showed earlier, there's a ton of miniatures for the zombies, and there's usually, this is the runner. So I'll just show you the miniatures here, or the standees, sorry. So this is the runner. This is the walker. Then you have your brute. Okay, and then you're also going to get standees for bystanders that will show up. So someone like Wong here. So you're going to have to save these guys from, and it'll give you bonuses when you save them. So this game is very cool in the sense that, this game has always been cool that when you start killing zombies and you start leveling up. But when it's time to spawn zombies, and they usually will spawn at these spawn points here. So this would be the first one, the first spawn point. So essentially all the players would be able to go first, and then the zombies would be able to get their turn. So when the zombies activate, you would flip a card, and if you're in the blue level, then it would show 1 brute rush, spawn, then activate. So you would put the brute out, and then after this is a brute rush. So then, sorry about the focus, guys. So then it says spawn and then activate. So then he would activate 1. So then, then you have your other spawn points on the board that you would do. And then after, it'd go back to the hero's turn. And the heroes could go in any order. and you're going to get these little tokens here that have a green and a red side. So, essentially you're going to have this by your character, and then you'll do your 3 actions, and then you'll flip it over to show that your character is done. So, so you have that mechanic. Another mechanic as well that is that you can't search for items, weapons. Like in the old Zombicide games, you're able to find weapons in rooms. You're able to do a search skill. Because these guys are superheroes and they don't, they're not looking for weapons. They're already super powered as is. You're going to get trait cards. So these trait cards kind of take the place of the weapons, and they give you little buff ups that you're able to use on your turn, or maybe out of your turn, whatever the card says for you. So in this case, you have a power up card. Like you could take an action and get a card, a trait, and then it says power up this card during your turn. Perform 1 free power up action. So let's just talk. So you're able to get one of these cards. You can only have 2 per character, as well as if a bystander shows up on the board, like how I showed Wong here. So if Wong is on the board, and then if you're in his zone without any zombies and you're able to save him, then Wong would also give you a power up to your character. So this one, Wong has, after performing a melee attack, you may spend a power to reroll any misses. So that's pretty powerful, especially if someone like Spider-Man got him. And then this little fist here shows that Wong, if zombies are in his zone, so if a zombie was in his zone, and zombies, when it's their turn, they will automatically bite you. So the standard zombies and walkers do 1 bite. A runner, he gets to do 2 moves, 2 actions. So he could move here, and then he could bite, or if he was in Wong's zone already and all the heroes have gone, then he'd be able to do 2 bites and he'd kill Wong, or if there was another hero, they would have to take 2 bites. So runners are very dangerous in this game. And so again, back to the bystanders here. So you're gonna have to try and rescue them when they come out. They do buff up your character. Wong has a fist here that lets him defend against bites. So if he rolls a 5+, then he's able to defend a bite. But someone say like J. Jonah Jameson here, if he was out on the board and he was caught by zombies, he would just automatically die because he doesn't have anything to defend himself. So you're gonna get Wong, Okoye, Sharon Carter, Pepper Potts, Happy Hogan, J. Jonah Jameson. So you're getting 6 bystander cards that will show up on the game. They show up on the map here. So you'll have at the beginning of the game, you have to, when you open a door, then this will spawn a bystander. They show the logo in here. When you open up rooms, it costs an action to open a room up. So what's cool about this game here is that the doors are printed on the board now. So usually you'd have to put like these door tokens in the old Zombicide games, and you'd flip it open to show that it's been open. But in this Zombicide game, the doors are actually printed on the board. So then all you'd have to do is just put down one of these tokens to show that the door is open. So and then previous Zombicide games, you would have to spawn every room for zombies when you open a door or building. In this particular one, where the exclamation mark is to show that these 2 areas would spawn, and then once these spawn, then a bystander would spawn over here. So that's it's pretty cool. It's they got everything on the board and that. So that's pretty much the rules here with it. So you're trying to get your mission done. You're trying to get the different X's on the board. Again, the missions are very different for each game. And then each character has, 3 actions. You can move. So with your actions, let's just move these guys off. So you can move for 1 action. You can move another zone for 2. It's between the zones here that's you're moving. So that's a move action. You have you can open a door for an action. You can gain a trait for an action. Or you can also power up, which is something you're able to do with your character, where he's able to get 2 power for an action. So that's called a power up. So you're able to do that, and You could all, interact with the objects, and then obviously you could also attack. So I showed you what attack looks like, if a zombie's in your zone. So that's what the hero's able to do. Once you've done your 3 actions, then you flip your token. The players can go in any order. And once all the players have gone, then it would be the zombies' turn. So whatever zombies on the board are trying to get to where the superheroes are. So then this guy would move up because he's a walker. And then you would spawn for the rest of the spawning points on the board. So if this gets a spawn, you flip a card. And then there are stuff like where you have a zombie hero. So if a zombie hero shows up, then you have to flip for one of the zombie heroes in the game. So then you would flip the zombie deck. There's 4 cards here for the zombie deck. And for the zombie heroes, and you flip it, and Scarlet Witch is appearing. So Scarlet Witch, her thing is that she has superheroes must reroll all hits while in her zone. And then she has 3 health to kill. So then you'd put Scarlet Witch on the board. And then, and then you would spawn the rest of the areas. Now, and then after, once everybody's gone, the zombie heroes actually have 2 actions on their turn. When it's all the heroes have gone, then the zombie heroes. So then she would be able to move up 2. If she was in a zone already, she'd be able to bite someone for 2. And then if the heroes are attacking her, then they would have to roll, like I said, they'd have to roll dice, and they'd have to get 3 successes. So like someone like Spider-Man would have to roll his 3 dice and get 3 successes to kill her. This one, he only got 2. He didn't get the 3rd one, so then she would still be alive. That would be his first action. He would still have 2 more actions to try and hit her. And if he did roll a success like this, then she would make him re-roll, because it says in her superheroes must re-roll all hits while in her zone. So then she would make Spider-Man re-roll the hits. So you're going to have Scarlet Witch in this game as a zombie hero that comes with it. You're going to have Captain America, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man. And these guys all have different powers, different healths that they do. And it's very, very cool, guys. So another thing you also have is this Avengers sign that comes with it. So this could be used once you're in the zone. You could throw it at a bunch of zombies. So you have that. And then you have also, like I said, you have your 6 heroes that come in the game. So you've seen Spider-Man, so you're also going to get Wasp. So you're going to get all her, traits and abilities. They pretty much have the same health. Everyone has 3 health. You're going to get Black Panther. So, different attacks. You're going to get Winter Soldier and Hulk. And then you're going to ask why I painted my Hulk red. I'll tell you in a sec. You're going to have Vision. He's one of the ranged attackers in this game where he could shoot 0 to 1. So he's actually someone that could be used as a ranged attacker. So he'd be able to shoot at a zombie like this, because he can shoot in his zone or out of the zone like that. So Vision, and then Wasp again. She was the other ranged attacker at 0 to 1. And then Hulk was the only one who has 5 health in this game. He starts at 5 health. So that's Hulk's special. And of course, Spider-Man. So yeah, guys, that's essentially the game here. Again, you get a bunch of standees for the zombies, and you have your traits. You have your, you're gonna get a spawn deck that has all these different spawn cards. So you're gonna, when it's a spawning time, you're gonna flip the card over, and it'll tell you, whichever level that you're at for your hero, whichever level, whichever hero's at the highest level. So if everyone's in blue but one hero's in yellow, then you would look at the yellow spawning, and then the yellow would tell you. If someone gets to orange, and you look at the orange, and it would tell you how much to spawn, and so on. So the more your heroes level up, the more zombies start coming out. So the board gets pretty hairy once you have all these zombies start coming out. Like here, you'd have, like, if you're on red, 10 walkers come out, or 8. If, blue, you get 4. So you have that. So guys, that's essentially the game. Again, you're getting all the standees. You're gonna get a bunch of these standee guys for the zombies. So pretty easy to tell what they are. Again, this is your walker, this is your runner, this is your brute, aka the fatty from previous zombie versions. Okay, so that's essentially the game. Again, you're going to get the different missions, so each mission is different. For your heroes to be moving around and trying to do objectives and that. But that's essentially Marvel Zombies, and I'll just give you my review here of what I think of the game and all the changes that are made. Okay, so again, my thoughts with this game. Again, to me already, this is the best zombie side out of all the zombie sides, and this is even a smaller box to what I have compared to all the expansions that I have. Now I love my other zombie side games. I love the regular, zombie side. I love Black Plague, Green Horde. They play great. If you ever get a chance to play those games and get them, they're good. There's so much expansion though. Like if you missed a Kickstarter, so you're missing out on a lot of Kickstarter exclusives. With this game, you still will be able to purchase it. You can't get it off the Kickstarter because the Kickstarter is long gone. But there are third-party sellers that you're able to probably purchase this game from. It is an expensive game, guys. It's no lie. You're looking at for the base game from the Kickstarter, you're looking at probably about $120 in that area for an expansion, and maybe for the smaller expansions, you're looking at 50, 60, $70 depending where you are. So it is expensive, but you are getting some deep, awesome gameplay with this game. Um, Now, component wise, the components for this particular game is awesome. For $35 off Amazon.com, you're getting, good cardboard spin wheels, a really streamlined game here. You get a bunch of, the door tokens and, different mission objective tokens here. You're getting a box just full of all these like zombie miniatures, bystanders, and that. You have to put these guys together. They come with their clips, so you put them in their clips and that. So you're getting that. You're getting 6 superheroes and 4 zombie heroes. So you're getting 10 miniatures in the box. They come unpainted again. Let me just show off some of the guys here that I painted here. So first off, we got Spider-Man. So the cool character. He's a very cool guy in this game. Very, very thematic. Very, very likable, playable character in this game. So you got Spider-Man. You got the Winter Soldier. So Winter Soldier. And another cool thing with this game is that they come with the bases are already textured, or they have design on them that you could paint. For his, kind of like it's like Baron Zemo was there, or maybe he cut off Baron Zemo's head because he turned into a zombie. So very cool. So you got Winter Soldier, another hero, Vision. So, and again with this Kickstart, this not a Kickstart, sorry, with this retail box, their versions are going to be different. These are alternate sculpts, because the Kickstarter had their right sculpts, like say like Vision here. His thing will be like he'll be phasing through this rock here. This one he's kind of just like on top the rock. And then I gave him his original paint scheme that he had, and not this version. And when I get this version, I could paint this like this, but I don't know. We'll see. But this is Vision, so you're seeing what he looks like here. So you got Vision, and then the Hulk. So the Hulk here, he's got his gamma. Got the gamma sign here. He's looking all nice and powerful. And with the Hulk, I painted him red because I will be getting a zombie version of Hulk and a regular version of Hulk with the Kickstarter. So this is like an alternate figure, essentially. So I painted him red since, Red Hulk doesn't really, get too much love. So I thought we'll put Red Hulk in the game. This was my paint job for him. So that's Red Hulk. Then you also get Black Panther. So Black Panther standing on some rocks, some kind of forest area. So Black Panther, and you have The last hero is Wasp. So I painted all these guys up. Took about a little less than a month to like get all like 10 guys painted here for this game. So that's the heroes, and then you have your zombie heroes. So here's like Scarlet Witch, and I gave like a little like um, blood like she got to someone, or she was fighting on a bloody thing here. You could see that she was kind of eaten up here a bit by some zombie. Little dots to show that she's changed. She's cut up here, so that's pretty cool. So Scarlet Witch. We also have Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, starting to lose it here, turning into a zombie. You see his Sanctum Sanctorium window paint on the ground. The octopus that usually is a symbol here. So Doctor Strange. So he's pretty cool. He kind of like when he enters the game, he will enter the game, move, and then if he hasn't reached a hero, he will teleport to the closest hero, and then with his second action will like hit them or bite them or whatever. So he's pretty tough. It's like he has that kind of he's going through a teleport, a dimension kind of thing. So we got Doctor Strange, and we have Iron Man. So Iron Man, some of his armor broke off his arm here, and then some of the armor broke off his face, so he's just turning into a zombie. His unibeam reactor, chest reactor there is kind of cracked. And then he's not having a good day. Some blood on the rocks there. So that's Iron Man. And then last but not least, good old Captain America. Again, these guys don't come painted. So there's Cap. He just, turning into a zombie. Got his arm eaten out. Got his leg eaten out. Bleeding from this other leg. He's got some blood on his shield. He's been fighting. He's got blood on the rocks. And then he's got this like Hydra, the Hydra symbol on the ground here. I don't know, falling down, something like that. So I thought that's pretty cool. So that is a nice sculpt. So Captain America. So again, guys, that's what you're getting with the game. Again, this game plays awesome. One of the things about Zombicide was that you'd play the game. Sometimes you have these overpowered characters that you would take, and sometimes you're just able to clear out areas, and it doesn't seem like a challenge, And this game, the missions already are very challenging. Because a lot of these missions, if one of your heroes die, that's it. The game is done. So everyone has to kind of try and protect each other a little more. For this particular set, you only have two ranged fighters in Vision and Wasp. So a lot of the guys are like, you have to be right up in the zone and fight with the zombies or against the zombie heroes. So it gets pretty intense, and then to try and do the objectives, to try and get the mission crates on the map and save bystanders and from getting eaten. And that's another thing. If a bystander gets eaten in this game, then you lose a trait and you lose a power on your card. Everybody does. So it doesn't benefit anybody to have a bystander like go down. So that's a really cool mechanic that because a lot of times in the old Zombicide you might just be searching for weapons until you get something great. You find a good weapon and boom, you're killing everything in sight. But this one, if a bystander comes out, they're at risk too. Some of them, they can't defend themselves, so you have to try and save them. But at least when you do save them, they do give you a benefit. So that's very cool. Each of them have different benefits that they give you, and so there's that mechanic that's really awesome. The power mechanic is really great because with this game as well, for power, in this particular case, it could help Spider-Man do something for his heroic rescue, but also you could also spend power. So if Spider-Man's rolling 3 dice for his acrobatics, you could spend a power to gain an extra dice to make it 4 dice for his acrobatics, or spend, if he's up here, you could spend 2 power to get 2 dice. Now he's rolling 5 dice, trying to get 4 plus. So that's really great for like trying to kill zombie bosses when they come out, or big hordes of zombies that are on the field. If he's in a zone, you're able to spend the power to try and get more dice to help out your attacks. So it's very cool. Like it's you have that power mechanic now that you're able to spend dice to attack or to do other things to help with your skills. Or when you gain traits, you might have spend power to get one of your traits off, but you're able to combo it with other traits. So it's very, very cool, guys. And this, I can't say enough great things about this game. For $35, you're getting a solid Zombicide game. That is easily accessible, easily to set up and take down. Just an awesome, awesome experience. You're getting, the superhero theme. Marvel, very popular right now. You're getting, licensed characters and miniatures, which is just awesome. Um, so some of the negatives I would say about this game before I go into the positives. So some of the negatives are with the doors. Sometimes like you could see like if there's a handle on the spot to show that it's a door. So I wish it was made a little bit clearer. Probably they should, in the art. But so that's the negative about probably one of the negatives of the game. Another negative, I guess, is that you can't find weapons in this, like how you did with other Zombicide games. But you do get traits, which is cool. That gives your character buff ups, and you're also. I wish there was like maybe like a kind of like what they had for Black Plague, where they had kind of like what do they call it? It was almost like a relics weapons kind of thing. If excuse me, if you found a certain weapon in a certain area, it was a special weapon that you can only get either one or the other. So that would have been maybe cool, like if they had, like maybe like Cap's shield if he died, like that's a maybe something, or Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, or maybe the ultimate nullifier and all that, the Scorpio key, like if they had some of those different things to find maybe as a weapon, to at least that you could have that's special for your guy or something, that would have been kind of cool too if they had did something like that. But and then another thing about this game too is that in old Zombicides, like say for instance, our note here from Black Plague. Usually, when you start off with your blue skill like this one, and then yellow, you always get your extra action. So then you'd have 4 actions. When you get to your orange skill, though, you would usually be able to get to choose, from 2 orange skills, and then when you get to red, you're able to choose from 3 red skills. So in Marvel Zombies now, you're just stuck with the one skill. Orange, that's web shooters. Now this is cool because it's all printed on the card here, so you see exactly what it does. You don't have to go into the rule book to find out what does a web shooter do, like the other one. But you only have the one option. It's already preset what his abilities are. So that's maybe a slight negative that you're not able to choose like the other previous ones, but not super. It's not super intense, like because again, it's you don't have to look at the back of the book to see what your skill is, and for people that are just starting off, it's all right there for them. So, and other than that, and then for this game, for this particular retail version, you only get the 4 map tiles. They're double sided, so you're gonna get a lot of play out of it, and it would have been nice maybe if there was 6, maybe. And maybe with the miniatures, if maybe there was 5 heroes and 5 zombie heroes, because the zombie heroes, for as cool as they are, they're gonna get samey where you're killing them off probably, and then they could come back again depending how long your mission is. So then you're kind of playing against Iron Man twice or 3 times possibly or whatever. So if they had maybe 5 apiece, then maybe that would have been better to have that extra zombie hero. And for me, what I'm going to do is as well, because I have old hero clicks, I'm going to put these guys in the game because I found out some of what their skills are. So I can make like Magneto, I know what his hero skills are. And say someone like Sabretooth here. I know what his zombie hero trait is, so I could probably proxy him in instead of like using. I use the zombie hero card. So let's say I get like Doctor Strange comes out, and I just kind of like substitute Sabretooth and what his zombie hero skills are that I've watched in another video. That so that way it doesn't get too samey until I get the rest of my stuff, kind of thing. To make it last a little longer. Um, so yeah, but this game, guys, is very, very good, very, very fun, very thematic. At its heart, it's still a core zombie side game. The three actions: leveling up, doing your missions, trying to get XXX, and then trying to make an exit. For this particular one, you have to get to the exit all the way at the back of the corner there. You have to come through this door. Once you get the green crate, get up to these rooms here, and then get to the exit up there. Um, so there's the different missions. Sometimes from the other previous zombie side games, it kind of gets kind of samey in that way. But with this, because there's heroes coming, bystanders coming out, you're superheroes, you're fighting zombie heroes, zombies. The zombie cards even. You're getting all these like extra activation for brutes. Other zombie heroes are coming out. Walker rushes and stuff like that. You can't really stand around the spawn zones, because if this kind of card comes out, then your guy's going to get eaten by 4 to 6 or 8 walkers, or 10 even, or whatever it is. So it's really actually is a hard game. It's because if one hero goes down, you're all loose. So you really got to look out for each other in this game. And but yeah, the art is great. The materials are great, guys. The cards are great. Now I'll just say one more thing. If you were a backer of the Kickstarter, I think it is well worth to actually get this game for $35, guys. You're getting 6 hero cards that all are actually different. So their blue skill here is probably like her was. All their blue skills are going to be different to what you're getting in the regular Kickstarter. Some of them are in the core box, some of them are in other expansions and that. But, these cards are going to be slightly different. I think the rest of it, like I saw for Spider-Man, for instance, his heroic rescue will be a spider move 1 to 2 zones without taking any penalty or whatever. So, you're able to, you'll be able to either pick, do I want to use this heroic Spider-Man, or do I want to use one that's a more mobile Spider-Man? So I think for that reason, to get these cards, to get these other, the zombie deck even. This is a zombie deck for the other heroes resistance, or for the heroes, the X-Men resistance for the Kickstarter. You're going to be using multiple man, a brute reaver, and a hellfire runner. And the deck is going to be tuned to those guys. Where if you get a multiple man, you might get a card where it says add 2 multiple man to wherever locations are. This is for in particular zombies. So this is kind of cool that you get a deck for zombies, and you're able to if you don't want to use the standees, and the standees to me are actually fine with this game, but if you don't want to use the standees, you could even use your first edition Zombicide like what I have, because they have all the walker runners and fatties or brutes, or your second edition Zombicide that have all the zombies and stuff. So this here, you'd have an additional deck to use just regular zombies, even if you want to just do that instead of the superhero zombies that are going to be in the X-Men resistance. And then again, this is all going to be compatible with the Kickstarter stuff. So you're getting alternate miniatures, different zombie deck, different hero cards, and even the traits. Like I think the traits, you get more traits, but you'll still have extra traits here and that. So I think it's actually well worth it for $35 extra to what you paid for the rest of the expansions. I think this is actually something that's good. It's out now, so it'll hold you over if you didn't get the first wave shipping. To get the zombie version first. With the Kickstarter. This is something that will hold you over until you get it probably next, hopefully, I would say May or June or whatever it comes out next year. So I think this is a great value, guys. You're not, if you're looking for something for a Black Friday gift or whatever, Christmas gift to give to somebody who's not into miniature games or Marvel or whatever, this is actually a really good, solid gift, solid gameplay. Very intense moments when you're fighting these guys, these zombies and the zombie heroes. So it's a definite pickup. It's a definite win-win, guys. It doesn't take up a lot of table, area. You're getting the 6 dice. If you're, people complain, oh, I have to roll. Sometimes you're rolling 7, 8 dice maybe in this game, but you know what, guys? You're gonna get more dice anyways if you did buy the other expansions anyways, or the other core sets. So you're gonna get more dice, guys. It's all right. But anyways, I cannot say enough good things about this game, guys. This is my number one Zombicide game already. I've only played 3 missions, which is crazy, right? And there's going to be so many other expansions that come out. The Fantastic Four expansion, the PvP with the Sinister Six, where you could have player versus player, zombies versus the living heroes. You're gonna have the Hydra expansion with Red Skull, Thanos. If you were crazy enough like me to get the Galactus character with Silver Surfer, you're gonna get that. The Sentinels. There's gonna be so much stuff to add to this game, guys. Next year, it's gonna be just craziness to play this game and have so much fun. So I would suggest, for $35, if you never played a Zombicide game, this is a great opportunity to get into it, try it out, see what you think. The rules are very streamlined. And, again, if you're wanting to get more into it, there's other third-party sellers that still will sell the Kickstarter stuff. And, again, if you want, the full Kickstarter, the Kickstarter is done already, so you can't go through Cool Mini to get this game, but the third-party sellers out there. You don't have to go to eBay to get this or anything. You can go through the third-party sellers, and you will be able to still get this game and all the expansions, and if you want the full Kickstarter. So, guys, thank you again so much for this. If I had to rate this game, I'd probably give this particular game probably a solid 8 out of 10. And the reason for it's not a 9 or a 10 is because it's short, the zombie heroes. If I had at least maybe one more zombie hero, that probably would have upped the game a little more, even for this retail version even. But yeah, and I think that's the only thing this game begs for, is just more zombie heroes to come out and fight, so you're not fighting the same guys over and over. Of course, you want to play as more heroes than that, but I think the zombie heroes for this particular version, it's going to get a little samey. And for other Zombicides, you usually would only get one abomination anyways. So to get 4 zombie hero abominations is actually really, 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 really good. A really, really good deal. So, and again, for the standees, even to get these guys is really, really, it's really nice. Actually, it play because it's quick cleanup and not the miniatures. And then for guys that don't paint, you have standees. You don't have to worry about painting miniatures. Aside from your 10 miniatures that you get with this. So guys, great game. I cannot wait for the rest of the Kickstarter to come out next year and paint up the rest of the guys and look at all the different stuff. The tall sentinels, the giant Ant-Man, all these. It's gonna be great. I hope to have it on my channel and to show you guys all the stuff that comes with it. So thanks again, guys, for supporting my channel. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do videos recently, just with time and family and life in general. It's hard to sometimes get these videos out there, but I had the time. I have a little time here. I thought, let me get this video out and show you guys what a good Zombicide game is here that they made here for $35 on Amazon.com. Check it out, guys. It is a great game. You're getting your money's worth out of this game. So anyways, guys, I hope to see you guys in another video. If you have any questions, comments about this game, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer any of the questions. And I thank you for your support. And I hope to see you guys soon in another video. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Take care and God bless, and see you very soon.